We cannot afford to be technophobics anymore. It is time to embrace the technological revolution and equip ourselves for a bigger and a brighter future. Technophobics are people who are afraid of computers. Technophobics are people who think computers are for white people. Technophobics are people who think they can never learn computers. Technophobics are people who think they are not intelligent enough to work with computers. Technophobics are people who think computers are for a certain class of people. We cannot afford to be technophobics anymore. It is time. It is time. It is time to embrace the technological revolution and equip ourselves for a bigger and a brighter future. All right, good morning. How are you all doing? All right, this morning we want to talk about the importance of computer literacy. Why computer literacy is so important. That is what we want to look at. We'll start by looking at what is computer literacy. And it says computer literacy is the ability to understand and use computer programs in an effective manner. What is computer literacy? It is the ability to understand and use computer programs in an effective manner. Your ability to use computer programs effectively is computer literacy. How many computer programs are you able to use? How many computer programs do you understand? How many computer programs are you able to use effectively? So that is what we are talking about. And in this lesson, we will bring out several key ideas and understanding that you are supposed to have to be able to go deeper in learning about computers. Now, having the understanding and skill to operate computers effectively is the most valuable career asset in the world today. Having the understanding and the skill to operate computers effectively is the most valuable career asset in the world today. Now, when we talk about career asset, we are talking about what you need to build your career, what you need to achieve your dreams of what you want to become in terms of work and business. And we are saying that today, the leading skill that is shooting up so much is how to operate computers effectively. The leading skill that is rising and has already risen to the top and has already taken over, that you need to become effective in your career, is knowing how to operate computers effectively. No matter what your career is, if you want to be a journalist, a banker, a lawyer, a teacher, accountant, whatever your career is, a graphic designer, a programmer, a technician, whatever your career is saying that having the understanding and skill to operate computers effectively is the most valuable career asset in the world today. Listen, it is also the greatest investment for job security and financial independence for the future. Hello. It is also the greatest investment for job security. That means learning about computers is an investment. Learning about how to operate computers effectively is an investment. Investment for what? Investment for job security and financial independence. Investment for job security. That means to secure your job, to secure your business, to secure your career. Learning about computers is what will help you secure your job. Do you know why? Because computers are taking over jobs. Computers are taking over jobs. There are a lot of jobs today that are no longer given to humans, but are given to automated systems and computers. And so learning how to operate computers is what will give you job security for tomorrow and financial independence. Financial independence. Say that with me. Financial independence. This is a fact. This is a fact. Learning how to operate computers is the oil of our time. If you are good, if you are smart, if you go deeper, you realize that you can make wealth out of computers. You can make wealth out of computers. Do you want to be rich? Someone says, no, I don't want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. Do you want to be wealthy? Then learn how to operate computers effectively, because in our time right now, computers can make you wealthy no matter where you are in the world. Computers can make you wealthy. If someone tells you there's no money in computing, it is a lie. They have lied to you big time. If someone tells you computers will not give you any money, it is a big lie. A big one. The fact is, you don't know where the money is. You don't know how to find it. But let me tell you, if you are smart, computers will give you all the money you ever dreamed of. Don't let your mind deceive you into thinking of scamming and robbery and stealing. That has nothing to do with what we are talking about. We are talking about using computers to generate wealth. Millions of people around the world are living their lives through their knowledge of computing. And so if you want financial independence, then you better learn the next program. If you want financial independence, you better sit up and learn the next software. When we say financial independence, we are not talking about national independence. With national independence, you remember how the whole nation was under colonial rule, under the British. And through a lot of struggle, a lot of oppression, a lot of maltreatment. We had to fight to be free. We had to fight to be free. And so our leaders fought so hard and gained independence for our nation. Many people died out of it. And this nation became an independent nation to be able to run its own affairs. But that's not what we are talking about this morning. This morning, we are talking about your personal independence out of the system of poverty. We are talking about your personal independence out of the struggles and troubles of no money and lack and not enough money and hunger and not living the life you want, not having the lifestyle you want, not living your dreams, not eating what you want to eat, not living where you want to live, not traveling to where you want to travel to, and you spend your whole life in a box, in a village, in a town, not seeing anywhere else. No, that's not what you want. You want to live your dreams. You want to travel the world. You want to see places. You want to eat what you want. You want to live where you want. You want to live in a kind of building you want. You want to wear what you want to wear. You want to have the lifestyle that you want to have without any lack. If that is what you want, let me tell you a secret. It is in computer literacy. Computer literacy is what will give you. This is something that I'm beginning to work on so that I'll start teaching. Because in Africa, we can solve our problems with computers. We can solve our poverty problems with computers. Because there are trillions of dollars being traded on the global economy every single day, and people are sharing money every single day. People are doing business every single day. And in Africa, people are hungry. This has to stop. If you alone, you want to be free, want to be financially independent, then you need to learn the right things in computing. And the secret and what will help you in our time is in computing. Whether you work or you want to work in the field of technology or banking or construction or trade or agriculture, transportation, or in any other industry, computer literacy is a key ingredient for your success today and for your financial security tomorrow. We are talking about computer literacy, learning to operate computers effectively, learning to use computers, learning to be good with computers. That is what we are talking about. Having computer skills. Computer skills have become increasingly important as companies have started to depend upon computerized technology to get work done. Having adequate computer skills can mean that you are able to perform tasks that other people in the workforce are not able to, and that you are familiar with and able to use or manipulate the computer programs that organizations work with, which can result in getting you hired over your competitors. No matter your age, this is a time to learn about computers. No matter your age, this is the time. It is best to be fully immersed in IT at the age of 14, 13. But no matter what, this is what is running our world now. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether you know it or not, this is what is running our world now. And this is the most important thing you will ever learn. Today. This is what will change your life if you learn it well. Hello. This is what will change your life if you learn it well. Let's not waste our time doing other things that are not important. Let us not waste our time not learning. Let us not waste our time running up and down that we are not getting anything out of it. Let's spend our time getting into computers. Let's spend our time learning things, opening our eyes, becoming good, learning, and learning the right things. Some of us, when we started learning computers, we didn't have a guide, so we were just learning anything, anyhow, whatever came, whatever was we heard, whatever. We just learned anyhow, and it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best, but for someone like me, I'll tell you that without computers, I'll not be where I am. At the age of 17 years, no parent, no family member has given me one CD to take care of myself from the age of 17. It is computers that has taken care of me, fed me, done everything in my life, educated me, taking me wherever I've been, giving me whatever I own, and has given me this school. Computers. And I'm yet to start what I want to really do. I'm yet to start what I really want to do. From the age of 17, no parent, no family member has given me one Ghana CD to take care of myself. It is computers that has taken care of me all these years. So who told you computers cannot do anything for you? It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter your background. If you will learn these computers well, it will change your life. It will help you. It will help you. It will help you. It will help you with your financial security and your job security. If I tell you the things I own, you'll be shocked. And it's all through computers, IT. And we are yet to begin. The modern business world relies greatly on computerized technology to complete vast amount of tasks. We cannot afford to be technophobias anymore. We cannot afford to be technophobias anymore. It is time to embrace the technological revolution and equip ourselves for a bigger and a brighter future. We cannot afford to be technophobias anymore. When we say technophobias, what does it mean? Technophobias are people who are afraid of computers. Technophobias are people who think computers are for white people. Technophobias are people who think they can never learn computers. Technophobias are people who think they are not intelligent enough to work with computers. Technophobias are people who think computers are for a certain class of people. We cannot afford to be technophobias anymore. It is time. It is time. It is time to embrace the technological revolution and equip ourselves for a bigger and a brighter future. So it's time to get into the classroom and learn some IT. Let's learn some IT. Advantages of computer literacy. Number 1 says employment opportunities and job security. Employment opportunities and job security. Computer skills are required for any good employment opportunity today. Computer skills are required for any good employment. Who wants good employment? Who wants good employment? Let me see by hand. When we talk about good employment, we are talking about employment that once you get, you will never have to worry about money again. We are talking about employment that when you get, it comes with houses and cars and things. We are talking about employment that when you get, your whole health insurance is taken care of. When I was working at Multimedia, Multimedia has health insurance for workers that you and your wife and kids will never pay hospital bill again. You are the one employed by you. If you have a wife and children, all of you will never pay hospital bill again. Your job takes care of all of those things. We are talking about employment that gives you exposure. We are talking about employment that makes you live your dream. We are talking about employment that helps you develop your career. Whatever skills you have, it boosts your skills, gives you the platform and the exposure to take your skills to the next level, to explore areas that you could never have explored without good employment. That means getting a secured and well-paying job is not possible without computer literacy. So the word here is that it is not possible. It is not possible. So if you want good employment, it is not possible without computer literacy. Please, if you don't learn computers, forget it. Only menial and low-paying jobs can be acquired without computer literacy. Only menial and low-paying jobs. I don't think you want menial and low-paying jobs. I don't think you want a job that by the time the month will end, your salary is already finished. Immediately you collect the salary, it's already finished. It's already finished. I don't think that's a job you want. Even though you have to start your career from somewhere, everyone starts from somewhere. Sometimes if you don't start from somewhere, you will not get to where you want to get to. But I think you want a better life. You don't want a job that even at the end of the month, the salary required is not being paid. You don't want a job that you only eat your best food once a month. You don't want a job that if you don't go to work one day, you can't survive. If you don't go out, you don't work for a week, you don't work for a month, you can't survive. There are people who are not even touching their salaries. There are people who have not touched their salary for 1 year. And there are people who will die if they don't get a salary 1 month. In addition, most jobs today are getting computerized and automated. This is very important. The advancement of technology we are talking about, this is it. Most jobs today are getting computerized and automated. Most jobs are getting computerized and what? Automated. Automation is about using machines to set up processes that will get the job done without any human intervention. It's about using machines, especially computers, to create processes that will get jobs done without human intervention. Instead of picking a package from a factory, picking a can from one side to another side of the factory for a product to be poured into the can, instead of letting humans do that kind of work, picking a can from one part of the factory to another part of the factory, today companies are seeing that humans are not effective. Humans get tired. Humans don't come on time. Humans complain. Humans get sick. So what do? Let's find machines that can pick the thing from here and put it here. Pick from here and put it there. Pick from here and put it there, because the machine will never give an excuse. The machine will not say, my mother said this, my uncle said this, my auntie, my this thing, I'm sick, I'm this, I'm late. No, the machine has no excuse. The machine will work 24/7 without any complaint. And so companies are automating systems. They are creating automated systems. Today, you can buy a product, receive the product without any human coming in the middle. You can go online, find a product, shop for it, enter the quantity, make your payment, receive your delivery without any human intervention. This is what we call automation. This is what we call automating systems. And if more systems can be automated, life will be easier. And so companies are automating everything. Everything is being automated. Even education is being automated. We are automating education in a way that you don't need a teacher every time to learn. If the teacher is not available, you can still learn. You can still take your examination. You can learn when you want. You can write your exam when you want, when you are ready. Everything is being automated by computer systems. I remember when I started this school, I used to make videos a lot. I have thousands of videos. There was a time I was teaching in one classroom, I was teaching in another 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 region at the same moment of time. This is computerized system, and this is automation. How can I be teaching at several places at the same time? Because of automation. And so I was more effective. I was more productive. I don't have to be there. I don't have to be at all those places at the same time because of computerized systems. So today, most jobs are getting computerized and automated. If you go to the filling station here in Africa, we still have people who serve fuel. In some countries, they have stopped. There's no human being who serves fuel. When you go to the filling station, you serve your own fuel. Computers will calculate everything. You cannot cheat. You cannot lie. There's no worker at the filling station. In some countries right now, there is no worker at the filling station. Everything has been computerized. Everything has been automated. And so a time will come over here that is going to happen. Jobs are getting computerized and automated. That means several jobs are going to be taken over by computers in the next few years. For example, in the banking sector, the ATM machine, which stands for automated teller machine. Do you know ATM? ATM stands for automated teller machine. We used to have tellers in the banks who receive all your deposits and give you all your withdrawals. And some few years ago, if you go to a bank like GCB Bank, you will regret it every single time. Some few years ago, if you go to GCB Bank, you will regret it every single time, because by the time you come out, you will spend at least 3 hours in queue, in the hot room, in a smelling room, because of the crowd. You will regret it every single time. But because of automated systems, you just have to, today you can stand outside the bank and withdraw your money at any time, whether the bank has opened or not, whether the bank has closed or not, whether there's a teller or not. We have the automated teller machine. And you know what has happened now? Today you can deposit money through the ATM machine. If you go to a bank like ABSA, their ATM machine can deposit money, and I've been using that service every time. Not only can you withdraw, I'm talking about what? Deposit. You can stand outside, take your cash, physical cash, put it in the machine, enter your account, and the money will get into your account safely. I've done it 1,000 times. Go to ABSA Bank, their ATM machine can accept deposits. So a time will come, if you want to be a bank teller, your chances of getting that kind of job is disappearing, because that job is going to be cancelled. That job is not going to be available anymore. For example, in the banking sector, the ATM machine, which stands for automated teller machine, has taken several jobs from human bank tellers. Very soon, bank deposit will also be fully computerized, and bank tellers will no longer have jobs. When I was writing this book, I didn't even know that the deposit was possible and was even here. Now it is possible. It is possible. You can take cash and deposit yourself at midnight, in the night, in the morning, in the afternoon, anytime. Whether the bank has opened or not, you can still deposit your cash in the bank through the machine. Several job duties are being automated today because of their repetitive nature. Machines do not get tired like humans do. Machines can work faster without mistakes. Machines can achieve more than human labor can. Due to this fact, only those with computer skills have a chance, or will have a chance, at getting a job or retaining one in the next 5 years. Advantages of computer literacy, and we are talking about job opportunities and job security. Job opportunities and job security. Before I move on to the next topic, I think I should play a short clip that will give you an idea of how people are learning computer. Let's continue. It says, take a close look at these people. And these people here, they are all different people. different ages, they are from different industries, they have different careers, but there is something they have in common. What do they have in common? Can you see what it is? Correct. They are all doing what? So no matter where you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what you do, what you want to do, there is something we have in common, and it is that we all need to use technology. Today we are in the technology age. Some are working, others are looking for information, but we are all using technology. We are all trying to learn. If you don't learn today where technology is going, you are going to be left out. You are going to be left out so much that you are not going to enjoy the economic freedom that comes with technology. And others are going to live their dreams, and you are still going to be wondering why your life is not moving forward. You are going to be wondering why me? Sometimes you don't need to say why me. Sometimes you have to say why didn't I? Number 2, we have access to business opportunities abroad. Computer literacy opens doors to unlimited business opportunities around the world. Unlimited. Through network connectivity systems such as the internet, you can sell your services and products in any country. You can get access to job opportunities abroad and can apply electronically. You can also get instant access to information about the needs of companies abroad and the platforms to provide services and maintain clients worldwide. Computer technology has connected the world and set the stage for business and job opportunities to be accessed and executed globally. Today, there are platforms like Fiverr that if you're a graphic designer, you can go and create a page and accept jobs from the whole world. Right now, you can go to Fiverr and accept jobs from people. And there are a lot of people, that is how they live. That is what they live on. If you have some skills, you can create an account on Fiverr and people will be giving you jobs. Today, design this logo. Tomorrow, design that logo. You charge $50, you charge $30, you charge $40. A day you can get 5 jobs, 10 jobs, 20 jobs, more jobs. You do your own business. This is one simple way to sustain yourself if you have some skills. Sometimes we get caught up in business and in work, so much so that we forget our education. We get caught up in work and we forget about learning. We forget about upgrading ourselves. We forget about making ourselves better. And when you get caught up in things like that, let me tell you, you spend years and years and years away from upgrading yourself and from education, making yourself better. By the time you realize you have spent so many years, you have spent 5 years, 10 years, and you have not learned anything new. Anything new. You've just been running up and down, left and right. And if you check what you've gotten out of that, sometimes you don't find enough. It is good to upgrade yourself. It is good to educate yourself. It is good to learn. It is good to make yourself better. It is good to prepare for the future. Because when you do, you increase your chances of success. You increase your opportunities for financial independence. You increase your opportunities to be successful and to know more and to be better. Some people are graphic designers. The way they've been designing is the same for 5 years. Hey, 5 good years. No change. Their style, the same. Everything, the same. Archaic, so poor. Their fonts, the same fonts. Let me tell you, if you're a freelancer, this is one of the places you can do your business. If you are a freelancer, this can be, you see Fiverr, this is a place you can do business, because all freelancers are here. This is a platform for freelance business. So if you're a graphic designer, you can come here and join the graphic design business. For example, this person is called Harry North, and he says that he does modern minimalist logo design starting at $100. This person says he's astro yoga creative designer and he does creative designs at $25. This person is this and he charges 40, starting from 45. So this person is that, he charges from 50. Not only graphic designers, almost all kinds of businesses are here. This is a platform like Facebook, but not Facebook. This is a platform for business. You go there and you post what you do and what you can do, and you collect businesses. Tell people to give you jobs, give you work to do. So Fiverr will help you to receive your payments and to deliver your job, and they'll make sure you do your job. And if you do your job well, you are going to be rated. And when people come, they want people with high ratings. And every day you can be getting jobs from here, getting jobs from here constantly. So there are jobs in graphic design, digital marketing, writing and translation, videos and animation, music, audio, programming and technology, data, business, lifestyle, and so many other things. So this is a place, a platform you can do business. Not like Facebook that you just look for friends. Here you look for businesses. And this is real. You get real business, real cash, real jobs. You do and deliver to real people. And you get your real payment. Fiverr. Okay, fine. So we are talking about access to business opportunities abroad. Let's talk about financial security. This is one of my favorite parts. Financial security. Please, are you here? According to wikipedia.org, Jeff Bezos. Do you know Jeff Bezos? Jeff Bezos or Bezos? Jeff Bezos is the world's richest man today. Do you know who the world's richest man is? It's no longer Bill Gates. It's Jeff Bezos. If you didn't know who the world's richest man is, Jeff Bezos, he owns Amazon. Bill Gates, we all know Bill Gates, he owns Microsoft. Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook. Larry Ellison owns Oracle. Larry Page and his friend Sergey Brin, they own Google. Steve Ballmer is a friend of Bill Gates. They started Microsoft together. Jack Ma from Alibaba. He's the owner of Alibaba, the biggest online platform in China. Alibaba, owned by Jack Ma. These people are the top 8. Let me read it well. These people being 8 out of the top 20 billionaires in the world today, all made their fortune through technology alone. Now, if you want to look for the world's richest people, these names you are hearing, these are people who became the world's richest through technology alone. Jeff Bezos, when he started, he was poor. He didn't have money. He had to quit his job. He had to start from a garage. Jeff Bezos, today he's the world's richest man. Bill Gates, when he started, he had nothing. He was just a young boy who had a dream. He had nothing. He had to work with his friend. They had to borrow money. And Bill Gates has been the world's richest man for over 20 years. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, he had nothing. He was just a student, 24 years. Couldn't even pay for the service. Today, he's the youngest billionaire on earth. Do you know the planet Earth? Do you know the planet Earth? Do you know the planet Earth? Mark Zuckerberg is the youngest billionaire on earth. Larry Ellison is the owner of Oracle. Larry Page and Sergey Brin, they started Google. They didn't have money. Steve Ballmer, of course, didn't have any money. Jack Ma, if you know the story of Jack Ma was so poor that even poor people called him poor. Jack Ma was so poor. Jack Ma, at the time when he started, China was so poor. And he was the poorest among the poor. But if we want to talk about billionaires in China, you'll never miss Jack Ma. All these people made their fortune through technology alone. We are talking about the top 20. I've mentioned only 8. The remaining 12 billionaires also succeeded with the help of technology. Computer technology is redefining business and finance. Getting education in computing is the key to unlocking the wealth of tomorrow and securing your endless financial independence. Let me pause and play a clip about Jack Ma and Jeff Bezos for you to see, then we'll continue and finish up.
Jeff Bezos is one of the most successful technology tycoons in the world currently. He is the founder and CEO of Amazon.com, which is the largest retailer on the World Wide Web. The company has become a role model to every online retailer in the world, standing on the 5th spot on the Forbes list of billionaires of the world. Jeff Bezos is simply unstoppable. Today, we talk about the success story of this innovative founder of Amazon.com. The company, which today has a market cap of over $295 billion, was started out of Jeff's garage 30 years back. The year was 1994 and Jeff was working diligently on Wall Street. At 30 years old, he began to see the internet revolution take place and made the decision to quit his job and start an internet company. The wake-up call was finding the startling statistic that web usage in the spring of 1994 was growing at 2,300% a year. After making a list of the top 20 products that he could potentially sell on the internet, he decided on books because of their low cost and universal demand. Turns out, it was just the beginning of a bright and an illustrious future. The initial startup capital came from his parents' personal savings. They invested a large fraction of their life savings in what became Amazon.com. After getting immense amount of traction from the customers, Amazon raised a Series A funding of $8 million in 1995. In 1997, Amazon went public to raise additional capital. Within 2 months after the funding, Amazon sales were up to $20,000 a week. However, the company has continued to plow their revenue back into the growth, with profit remaining nearly $0 or below, and revenue just kept rising. Post the success of Amazon.com, Jeff Bezos expanded his business to several other verticals, and many other products were added to Amazon.com through retail joint ventures. Growing from strength to strength, Amazon.com launched the Kindle, which is a digital book with multiple features. Later, he launched Amazon Web Services, which is now the envy of all tech giant companies. Jeff's visionary abilities to take big risks have fetched him an enviable position today. Amazon Web Services will remain unchallenged in the near future. Well, what started as a small venture in Jeff's garage is now a symbol of internet sale. He may rightly be called a pioneer in e-commerce, and Amazon.com, which derives its name from South American river Amazon, completely justifies the stature of the company. Jeff Bezos is not just a businessman, but he's a true leader and an inspiration for many young entrepreneurs across the world. Startup Stories in association with Look.in. The greatest empires are sometimes born out of smallest of ideas. Today, we'll talk about the story of the man who has impacted the entire economy and the internet industry of China almost single-handedly. His life is nothing less than the story of Robert, the Bruce, and the Spider that we were taught in our kindergartens. This is the story of the man who is today one of the most valued persons in the world, Jack Ma. Born to a traditional musician storyteller parents on October 15, 1964, Jack Ma was the second child in the family. Jack and his two siblings, an elder brother and a younger sister, had a modest upbringing. During their childhood, communism was at its peak in the country and the residents had little or no contact with the Western world. However, his zeal to enhance his aptitude and acquire new skills was evident from childhood. From the year 1972, tourism boomed in the city and the spirited Jack made the most of the opportunity. He worked as a tourist guide in exchange for lessons in English. Apparently, he also befriended one of the tourists and the two continued correspondence further. His pen pal named him Jack as he found Ma's original name a little too difficult to pronounce. But his education was not all smooth sailing. Jack failed in his primary school examinations 2 times before he got it right. Continuing to middle school, he failed graduating exams 3 times before going through. Well, this was not the end of his failures in the education system. After high school, when applying for universities, he flopped the entrance exams thrice. He wanted to join Harvard University, but he got rejected all of 10 times. Eventually, in his 3rd attempt, he joined Hangzhou Normal University, where he graduated with a bachelor in English. After graduating from college, he applied to 30 different jobs and was subsequently rejected by all of them. He even applied to be a police officer, but they didn't even give him the time of the day, rejecting him with 3 simple words saying that you are no good. Frustrated with the lack of solid employment opportunities after graduating in the early 1990s, Jack relied on his English to teach at the local university he had attended a few years ago. Later, he started a translation service business. Upon his first visit to the United States in the 1995 as a translator, Jack got introduced to the internet. He was totally shocked after he looked up beer from various countries and learned that there was none from China on the World Wide Web, which is a country of about 1 billion people. Jack immediately saw the potential business opportunities of the internet and how it could facilitate the way small and medium Chinese enterprises could do business with the rest of the world. Then, he and his friends decided to launch a website about China and Chinese products online, known as China Page, that listed Chinese businesses and their products. Within the same day, they began to receive emails from people around the world requesting them to partner with their company. That experience taught Jack about the incredible power of connectivity, especially how the internet can greatly impact the global trade, essentially for small-medium enterprises. However, due to lack of funding, Jack had to shut down this business. He later took up a government job for a short period at the Ministry of Foreign Trade and Economic Cooperation in the latter half of 1990s. There, he also built important connections with influential people that would later impact Jack's life and business venture, one of whom was the founding member of Yahoo, Jerry Yang. Later, in 1999, after leaving the government job, Jack took a second bite at the internet-based business ventures by grouping 18 people, including himself and his wife, and sold them a dream to found Alibaba with the goal of facilitating international trade for small and medium ventures based in China. In the early stages of Alibaba, Jack tried to raise funds from the Silicon Valley, which is a tech hub in the United States, but he was met with denials and his business model was criticized to be unprofitable and unsustainable by many during that time. However, not the one to get bowed down easily. Jack continued his efforts to raise funds, and eventually, Jack was successful in getting Goldman Sachs and SoftBank to invest $5 million and $20 million in Alibaba respectively. Later, as the dot-com boom period came to an end in the year 2000, Alibaba faced serious challenges due to its aggressive expansion into international markets. Jack Ma successfully reorganized company's operations, including closing many international branches and focusing on strengthening Alibaba's position in the Chinese market. Thereafter, Jack expanded the services of Alibaba and re-engaged its international expansion strategy. After Jack and Alibaba reorganized their operations and made their mark by driving eBay out of China after just few years in business, Jack succeeded in getting Yahoo to invest a sizable $1 billion for a 40% stake in Alibaba in 2005. Later in 2014, in what turned out to be the largest IPO in the world till date, Jack and his team successfully raised in excess of $25 billion for Alibaba by listing it in the New York Stock Exchange in the United States. That made Alibaba a 15-year-old e-commerce company that has its origins outside of the US as one of the world's largest companies, as measured by its market capitalization that was approximately $200 billion. Well, even after achieving such a humongous success, Jack feels that there's still a long way to go ahead. Jack and his team are turning Alibaba Holding Group into a massive conglomerate by acquiring many smaller companies from technology related to logistics and beyond. Well, Jack Ma is one of the world's greatest living examples of entrepreneurship today. Once a poor lad who survived by guiding tourists, Jack left no stone unturned to rise above his humble condition and achieve success. Jack Ma is the kind of an exceptional and talented leaders who redefine the path of success. At the moment, Alibaba Group is worth over $200 billion and is fast on its way to dominate the international e-commerce market, while Jack Ma and Alibaba are yet to witness many more laurels in the future. We at Startup Stories wish Jack Ma all the very best and hope he keeps inspiring many more generations to come.
Alright, so Jack Ma is saying that if you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure. So long as you don't give up, you still have a chance. These are people who have proven that computers can change your life. They have proven it. Their situations were so bad. This man like this, his situation was so bad. but today he's a multi-billionaire. There are endless stories about how computers has changed people's lives. If you want to hear more, there are more and more. Today, if you check the world's richest people, you realize that the money is in IT. The money is not anywhere else. Today, the money is in ICT. You can just check the top richest people in the world. You can see that the money is in ICT. It doesn't matter where you are today. It doesn't matter your situation. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who your parents are. It doesn't matter what your parents have not done for you. It doesn't matter how you are struggling today. If you want to make a difference, this is a time to learn about computers. Let me be fast with this. Number 4, it supports entrepreneurship. Tech skills are of utmost importance for entrepreneurs. Being computer literate will create space for new ideas, enable your self-confidence, and help you to be innovative. With the business world going digital, computer literacy is the right path to putting your business on the map. Number 5, it improves work performance. Knowing how to use a computer often allows you to get work done in a more organized, efficient, and timely manner, especially if you perform a job that requires you to use a computer on a frequent or regular basis. Computers feature programs such as spreadsheet, word processing, presentation programs that can help you to organize your thoughts and get your job done easily. The only problem is that you need to know how to manipulate them to be able to use their features. Even if you do manual labor such as construction or food service job, you may need to use a computer to run a cash register, conduct research on latest trends, regulations or news, or even get training electronically. Number 6, it enhances communication. Communication plays an essential role in the business world, both interpersonally and electronically. Think of all the ways to communicate technologically, and you will realize that there is always a level of computer literacy involved. There was this woman who hadn't heard from her children in a long time. Her children had traveled and she hadn't heard from them. And she didn't know how to use computers at all. One day she enrolled in a computer school to get some training, and she heard of something called email. That you can send an email. So this old woman found her daughter's email address and sent an email. In just a few minutes, she got a reply from the daughter, and she started crying. She started crying. So through technology, she has been able to communicate with her daughter halfway around the world. Number 7, global networking and world news. Computer literacy connects you to friends and business associates around the world. That's global networking. You also get access to current and past news and events happening across the globe. With a single search on the internet, you can find a bunch of information in just a few seconds. With the use of the internet and computers, you can get access to news everywhere. You can be here and know everything happening in Israel. You can be here and know everything happening in the United States. through technology. Some few months ago, I was following Israeli news so much so that I even knew more about Israel than some of the citizens. I was able to connect with a friend, someone there, and I was talking with him right here in this room. And I was giving him more information about Israel than he ever knew. Through technology. Number 8, we have intellectual development. Intellectual what? Do you want to be intelligent? Hello, do you want to be intelligent? I can't hear from some people. Some people don't want to be intelligent. Please. Do you want to be intelligent? Yes. Listen to this. Steve Jobs of Apple made this statement before he died. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, he died in 2011. But before he died, he made this statement. He said, everyone should learn how to program a computer because it teaches you how to what? This statement has proven to be accurate since all the leading intellectual giants of the world today are computer literate. All the intelligent people are computer literate. All the smart people, all the intelligent people. Let me tell you, if you learn computers, you become intelligent. If you want to train your brains, if you want to be smart, if you want to think deep and think far and be able to analyze and calculate and process information, let me tell you, computer literacy will give you intellectual development. Today, we have smartphones, we have smart TVs, we have smart fridges, etc. All these amazing gadgets are called smart because of their convergence with information technology. If you, as a human being, want to become smart, then you too have to converge with information technology, and you have to do it now. You have to learn now. If someone tells you you are not intelligent, tell the person that, wait, I'm going to Agape Harvest Institute. Give me a few minutes, I'm coming. After you come and learn some IT, don't tell you you are not intelligent anymore. All right, so we are done. We have information literacy and computer literacy. So this is going to be your assignment. Let me just read it and be done with it. Okay, so we have computer literacy versus information literacy. Computer literacy versus information literacy. Computer literacy is the ability to use technology in order to manipulate computer software and hardware. That's what we've been talking about all day. Computer literacy is the ability to use technology in order to manipulate computer software and hardware. It is also the ability to use and understand computer programs in an effective manner. But what is information literacy? From the first video, you saw that others are looking for information. There is a slight difference between computer literacy and information literacy. Are you here? So what is information literacy? Listen, there was a time when books used to be the primary source of information. But today, we find ourselves bombarded with an overwhelming amount of information from a multitude of sources. Information is as abundant as the world is vast. It comes in a variety of forms and can be accessed in different ways. When it comes to the information we have available to us, the sky is the limit. This can result in many challenges when it comes to accessing and using information. First, it can be very easy to waste time trying to find the information we need, especially if you don't know where to look. It can also be difficult to compare the reliability of one source with that of another, especially if we don't understand the context of the information or know how to research the credibility of authors. That's why we need to possess skills. We need to possess skills that will allow us to determine the what, when, and how for using information effectively. What we need is information literacy. So what exactly is information literacy? Information literacy is the ability to access, organize, analyze, and use information from various sources. It is a set of skills that helps people to navigate through information overload and use information in an effective manner. The information literate person can identify, find, evaluate, apply, and acknowledge information. In other words, there is a difference between knowing how to use computer programs effectively and knowing how to use computer technology to find information. Today we are in the information age, and you need to possess skills that can help you to do research and find information. Useful, accurate information. So there is something we call information literacy, and it's the ability to access information, organize, analyze, and use information from various sources. That is information literacy. In short, it is the ability to use technology to find accurate information. Since we are in the information age and we are bombarded with so much information, how can you be able to do research and find information? That is a different skill. That skill is called information literacy.